The United States experienced the Great Depression from 1929 to 1933. Many people lost money during that period due to the stock market crash on Wall Street. The economy slowed up and the job opportunities dried up. Many people had a hard time scraping money together to feed their families. Soup kitchens sprouted up across the country to ensure that those who were out of work received at least one meal per day. They learned to make do with what little they had, which frequently involved growing gardens, rearing chickens, and maintaining cows. Men went hunting or fishing in the forests. Many parents who had kids to care for needed to be creative. Foods that people previously didn't think about eating were now taken without hesitation thanks to the invention of new recipes. Food shortage was a significant problem during the Depression, and some individuals who survived it never got over their fear of going to bed hungry. Historians believe that current society may learn a lot from the many ways people survived the Great Depression. While some individuals farmed cattle and produced their own fruits and vegetables, others were forced to stretch every dollar and squeeze every cent in order to acquire the most food for their buck during the most difficult economic times. Though certain Great Depression dinners are considered problematic, some are still worth eating today. Furthermore, the cost effectiveness of these recipes is still valid in the 21st century. In this video, we will see some Great Depression meals that we'll be eating again soon. Without further ado, let's jump into our first meal. Number 1. Rice pudding. During the Great Depression, rice pudding was seen as a low-cost yet delectable luxury snack or dessert. Because of need, the stick-to-your-ribs sort of cuisine became popular. Fortunately, this was a wonderful dish as well, and there have been numerous versions through the years. It's no wonder that this comfort meal is so popular in these times of anxiety and uncertainty. Number 2. Frozen fruit salad. Frozen fruit salad was a special delicacy that was usually provided during the holidays. This is a popular alternative for people with a sweet craving who want to avoid heavier treats like cakes and pies. It is made from canned fruit cocktail, egg yolks, and whipped cream. This isn't your typical fruit salad in a bowl. Number 3. Chipped beef on toast. Meat, except hot dogs and beef, was scarce during the Great Depression. Resourceful cooks came up with dishes like chipped beef on toast, which was cooked with minimal quantities of butter and milk and then spread over toast. This meal was also a mainstay in the diets of US military personnel during World Wars I and II. Number 4. Hoover stew. Hoover stew was served at soup kitchens around the country and was named after Herbert Hoover, the President of the United States when the Great Depression began. The recipes varied significantly based on the resources available at the soup kitchens, but Hoover stew was commonly made with boiled macaroni, hot dogs, stewed tomatoes, and canned corn, which were combined in a pot and simmered before being given in bowls. It offered much needed protein and carbs, and many people still prepare it and add their own tweaks to make it more flavorful. Number 5. Potato pancakes. Several meals popular during the Great Depression included potatoes. Because of their adaptability, they were served as a foundation for a wide range of cuisines. Baking powder, flour, and an egg were used to make potato pancakes during the Great Depression. When perfectly cooked, they may actually taste pretty darn good. Number 6. Vegetable cabbage soup. Another mainstay during the Great Depression was cabbage. Adding additional veggies to cabbage-based recipes made them more pleasurable for folks who didn't like the taste. It is now one of the most versatile soups available. Beans are a popular addition in line with the Great Depression cuisine theme, and you can also try cooking with ground beef, chicken, or pig if you're looking for extra protein. Number 7. Depression-era bread. Depression-era bread has only 3 ingredients, and rumor on the street is that you can make 7 loaves for $2.50. And who doesn't like a good deal, especially now that many of our budgets have been slashed? All you need is flour, yeast, and warm water. Making the bread is time consuming, but let's be real, none of us actually have any place to be, so it's the perfect time to give this recipe a try. Number 8. Old-fashioned cornbread. There are other cornbread recipes available, but the Depression-era version is making a resurgence due to its simple ingredient list. This cornbread is made with cornmeal, water, and salt with no flour, baking powder, or sugar. Based on the ingredients you have on hand, you may either create the simple version popular during the Great Depression or modify the recipe to suit your needs. Number 9. Peanut butter bread. Bread and peanut butter together? Yes please. There were just 5 ingredients in the Depression-era version of peanut butter bread, and none of them were butter, eggs, or yeast. Several bakers have observed that yeast is tough to come by right now, so thankfully, Reddit users have offered a classic peanut butter bread recipe. Not only that, but it is earning rave reviews for tasting just like a peanut butter cookie. The dish comes from a cookbook published in 1932. It is a simple recipe with things you probably already have in your cupboard. It has a rich and delicious peanut butter flavor. It serves as an excellent foundation for a wide range of spreads. Number 10. Potato soup. Although potato soup has never truly been out of style, during the past few months, it has been more popular on social media. Because it just calls for a few ingredients and is very affordable, this soup was a mainstay throughout the Great Depression. As an appetizer and a main dish, this soup is excellent. Although you may add other ingredients to give it more taste, it's still great as it is. Number 11. Dandelion salad. They say there are no free lunches in life, but occasionally, with a little effort, there are. The French are famed for gathering wild, fresh greens. Depression-era homemakers took a leaf from French cuisine when they started keeping a watchful check on their yards after a long winter. The dandelion is one of the first spring weeds to grow and covers lawns with yellow blossoms. Lawns are now sprayed with weed killer in many parts of the country to remove this noxious plant. Yet, many people don't realize that if you harvest the leaves of the dandelions while they are young and fragile, you can prepare a salad with them. Homemakers during the Great Depression waited with bated breath for dandelions to sprout from the ground. Early in the spring, the fragile leaves were harvested, cleaned, and prepared into a healthy salad. Number 12. Chocolate cream pie. Now let's chat about the delectableness of chocolate cream pie. What could be better than a combo of pudding and pie? Numerous food bloggers have stated that this meal brings back childhood memories of their grandmothers creating it for them. Anyone with a sweet craving will enjoy the thick, creamy filling. Number 13. Navy bean soup. Soup is the ultimate in comfort food. Many Depression-era meals had beans, and this one adds ham, carrots, onion, and garlic, so you'll get protein, fiber, and vegetables from this meal. Interesting fact is that it's named Navy bean soup because it was regarded as a staple cuisine of the United States Navy in the early 20th century. Number 14. Wacky cake. One of the most popular quarantine hobbies is stress baking, and wacky cake, also known as depression cake, is clearly making a comeback. The easy recipe, which was developed as a result of food restrictions, does not require milk, butter, or eggs, so don't worry if you're out of dairy goods. It is also quick and easy to make, and you can adjust the recipe by adding things you have on hand like chocolate chips and whipped cream. Number 15. Stovetop baked beans. With old-fashioned baked beans, dinner couldn't be easier. Beans are inexpensive, filling, and can be purchased in quantity. Stovetop baked beans are also quite easy to prepare. Navy beans are a classic nowadays at barbecues, but are fantastic year-round when you're seeking a simple home-cooked dinner. According to Celebrate Boston, baked beans date back to the early pilgrims, who prepared them the night before the Sabbath to avoid cooking or working on the holy day. The addition of bacon, honey, and molasses is the key to extremely flavorful 1930s Boston-style baked beans. Can you picture watching a battle between 50 or more individuals over food leftovers from the garbage? During the Great Depression, this was rather prevalent. When circumstances are bad and a square meal is a distant memory, individuals become clever, ingenious, and creative in their efforts to stretch food resources. They also reduced waste. These dinners are proof of it, as well as people's will to survive. By that, we've come to the end of the video. Do like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos like this. Also, press the bell icon to get the latest updates from our channel. See you in our next video. Have a great day. Adios.